First pair pulling up. Trevor Larkin going to be over here on the left side. Trevor, I think they inadvertently kicked a parachute loose in the staging lanes when they were pulling up, so took a second to get that squared away. The commercial business machine car is now ready to fire up and take on Mike Austin out of Medford, Oregon. Over in the right side, the LAD performance machine. The alcohol dragsters, for those of you fans that I know that we've got some pretty hardcore fans up here in this part of the world. You know that the alcohol cars are allowed to run an injected nitro combination or blower on alcohol. The funny cars are actually allowed to do that as well. There are a couple of them being built, but so far only one of them that has kind of shown its face in competition. Fun fact, the blown alcohol cars actually spend more RPM on the burnout than the injected nitro car will. Its whole run down the racetrack. No kidding. The injected cars operate on a low RPM grunt. A high gear only combination, very similar to what the top fuel and funny cars do. Folks for NGK, Clean Boost, commercial business machines, all helping out with Trevor Larkin, Greg Lawrence in the team. With Mike Austin's Oregon team for LAD Automotive. Looked like a classic case of crewman forgot wheelie bar wrench. Okay, we're set to go now. The alcohol cars will be revving up like the funny cars when they leave. The injected cars will be leaving from an idle. Well, let's see. We saw 540 in funny car, right? Probably ought to see at least a 520 in alcohol dragster, I'm thinking. A couple of tenths quicker for the dragsters is not unheard of. That's a nice, smooth launch. That's a great way to fire off. How about it? 552 and 554. A little late on the shoot down there was Mike Austin, but he's got both of them blossomed right now. Mike Austin's going to go to number one for the moment, 5.528 to 35. Speed down a little bit. Trevor goes 5.540, 257 miles an hour. I'll give them both something to build on. Let's talk about the first run of the weekend. The most important thing is to just get yourself a baseline. If you don't go down the racetrack or have a problem, then it just kind of puts you behind the eight ball right off the bat. If that first run is a clean one. Doesn't have to be a career best. Doesn't have to be a track record. Just get it down the track. Go back to get some data you can look at, something you can build on. And they both did exactly that.